If your vehicle registration is up, this next story is for you. Chances are you might be on the hook for a little bit more money than the little card that they send you in the mail says that you owe. A Jefferson County man called Steve on Your Side after his registration cost more than $100 more than it was quoted. 9 News consumer investigator Steve Stager joining us this evening. And Steve, you figured out that the cards sent to tens of thousands of drivers last month are totally wrong.
Surprise, surprise, Mark. We were talking about the little postcards that remind you it's time to renew your vehicle's registration. The state doesn't have to send those out, but they do it as a courtesy. Rylan Fino, which is his postcard, was a little bit more courteous. Ooh, you got the black plate.
Yeah, I do.
Rylan Fino says he paid a little extra for that beautiful black Colorado license plate on his 2023 Kia Telluride when he originally registered it a few years ago. This year, he thought the black plate was hitting his wallet again.
Yeah, I even checked to see if that was the extra charge or anything on there, and it wasn't.
What extra charge, you ask?
I got my renewal in the mail, and I got it just like every other year, so didn't think anything of it.
Rylan got this postcard in the mail before the holiday, his reminder to renew his tags on the Kia's plate before the end of December.
What does it say on there?
And the total fees listed on the mail card is $680.33, and that's including the state park pass.
So when he logged in to pay that $680, he was surprised when the computer said
it was $795 total.
That's a huge difference.
It's a very big difference, yeah, with no explanation why.
In search of an explanation, Rylan did an online chat with the Jeffco DMV.
I received an instant kind of response back from them that they were saying that it's a mistake on the state side. And
then he called Steve on Your Side.
You think if this happened to you, it probably happened to other people?
Yeah, I think it definitely happened to a lot of other people.
He's right. The state's Department of Revenue told us inaccurate renewal cards went out to 38,000 drivers whose registration is up for renewal in December and January. They say this was the result of a calculation error in the state's computer system that wasn't fixed until after the cards were printed.
There's no notification of any letter letting you know that they made a mistake. There was no advertisement on the website, like a little chat box saying that there may be a mistake and you're owing higher.
Rylan tried to get the DMV to honor the original price. Bet you can guess how that went.
If you were at a restaurant or if you went into a store and you saw a sticker price, you're expecting to kind of pay that price. So I tried to see if they would honor that amount for me, and no such luck.
Unable to treat his DMV renewal like a grocery store price match, he just had to pay up.
You kind of feel powerless when the government is telling you that you owe one amount and then it's a much higher amount. You don't really have many options.
The spokeswoman for the Department of Revenue says the February postcards, those will all be correct, so don't worry about it. And they're mailing letters to anyone who got one of those inaccurate postcards. If you're like Rylan and you have a consumer problem that just doesn't seem to add up, send me an email. I'm Steve Stager, Steve on Your Side, 9 News. Mark?
So 38,000, I mean, the state sends a lot of these out, but 38,000 is still a lot.
It's a lot. You know, the state did say, hey, it's only 4% of the registration postcards that we sent out in January and December, 4% of the 845,000. So they were able to manage to get it down to 38,000, but 38,000 is still a big number.
Well, it sounds better if you said only 4%.
It's only 4%.
It's still 38,000. That's a lot. Steve, appreciate it. Thank you.